Good morning, everybody, and happy Valentine's Day. You are all my Valentines. Just so you know.
Happy
If you want to be. If you
Valentine's.
don't want to be my Valentines, then you don't have to be.
You owe Sarah chocolate.
All of you. It's true.
Oh, thanks for that.
You get you Cadbury.
Okay.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening to everyone who's watching this. Welcome back to another episode of Nexus Adventures. We're here with part two of our mini arc called Ground Zero with our special guest, Saucefire. And yes, I have to say it like that. We're gonna do our quick little intros and a recap. Wow, who should I make go do recap? Uh, Jen. Okay, Sarah, because Jen's face doesn't look like she wants to do recap.
I did it last week.
Do you
Alright.
think I remember? But let's do quick little intros so you can do all the channel stuff and then do the recap. I'll start with myself. Hi, everyone. My name's Satan, and I'll be your friendly neighborhood DM for the day while I take these guys on a seafaring adventure. Next, let's go with our special guest, Sauce. Who are you playing?
Why, hello, I'm Sauce, he, him, and today I will be playing Royal Butterfield, the halfling fighter. He is also he, him.
Oh, God. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, God. I've made a terrible mistake.
Next, Jen, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I am playing Milo, and he is the best friend of, Royal and likes it that way. And he's just a good boy, playing a paladin, Azamar.
Next, RJ.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ, but today I'll be playing Roland Granbrook, a sorcerer, cleric, half elf, and he just wants to heal people.
He does. And last but not least, our lovely host and producer, Sarah.
Hey, everyone. I am Sarah, she, her. I will be playing Lucy, the changeling wizard warlock, whose pronouns change based on the body she is in that day, but typically she, her. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. If you haven't realized already, based on all of the things that are down below the screen, this is a charity channel. All of the money that we get that affects the show goes to sorry,
The Trevor Project.
the trevorproject.org. The brain train just totally derailed
Left the
there for a
station.
second.
Yeah.
I don't take any financial income from this channel when I'm playing video games or when we're playing this game. It all goes to charity when I get a Twitch payout, and I just got a Twitch payout yesterday for $120. So it went to the Trevor Project yesterday. And if you want to know more about that and where we've donated to before, you can go to our Discord. And if one of my lovely mods could put !Discord for that link in our chat, you can find us there, and you can talk to us about the show afterwards too. It's kind of neat. We really like talking to people. That is it as far as channel announcements go at this time. So I'll go into our synopsis of what we did last week. Let's see. We started off, Lucy and Rollin went to talk to Feanor and Vera to collect a few things for Anthony, and also, threaten her dad not to make other dads sad anymore with criticism. And then we went and took those things to Anthony, and we said our goodbyes and didn't really tell him where we were going. It's fine. But we have set off from Hazelbridge with our new friend, Royal Butterfield, who is competing for the spot of best friend with everyone else in the campaign, as far as Lucy goes. And
It's hardly a competition.
and then we boarded the ship with Captain Bullseye, and we set off for is it the Undead Isles?
Undead Isles.
Undead
yeah.
Isles.
It has many names: Undead Isles, No Man's Land, stuff like that.
It has many names, and my brain forgets them all.
It's It's okay.
So that's where we are now. We're on a ship. We're on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Okay. Yeah, but that's it. Satan, take it away.
Well, as you have boarded the Grey Lady, the name of Captain Bullseye's ship, that has been decked out via the Lady of Twilight. You see that it's her ship was a big ship already. She definitely spent time and money working to get this ship and get it up to her standard, which is pretty high. But it has been decked out even more via the Lady of Twilight, who has contacted her to cash in a favor that Bullseye owes the Lady of Twilight, and take you to the Undead Isles, Black Isles, No Man's Land, has many names. Um, it has been decked out with a bigger crew, so more crew has been added since you last saw it, and many cannons and trebuchets. Um, so this ship is as ready as it can be and good to go. Um, it had you did leave at night. Um, Strange for most ships that usually did leave in the morning, but it was supposed to be a more quiet departure on your end. But it's been a few days already. You're a few days away from the Hazelbridge port, and so far it's been calm. You've seen a few ships passing by, other trade ships, merchant ships. But today you have been warned by Captain Bullseye that you'll be heading off course to get to No Man's Land, that you will not be sailing the trading routes anymore. So to be careful, because these waters are dangerous, especially the closer you get to No Man's Land. So, throughout the days, well, how are you? What have you guys been doing throughout these few days that you've been on the boat? Royal, have you ever been on a boat?
I imagine Royal has been on like canoes, maybe like a fishing boat. I
Kayak.
don't think he's been out to sea.
Okay. So, to those who haven't been on boats before, whether it be Milo or Royal, I don't know if Rollin has, but it is a very stark difference. The Your footing is not as sure if you're not used to the rocking. You might even get a little seasick. If I would say, roll me a Constitution check or saving throw.
With gusto.
+4.
6.
30.
Oh, sorry. 18 in total. 30.
30. Rollin, you've been on both before.
Just walking around and cracks a stick of like peppermint oil and
Yeah.
just.
Yeah. But with an 18, it's a strange sensation at first. You gotta get used to the rocking, but you've been in many situations where you're swinging and moving a lot, whether it's because you've been tied up via prank on a tree or something. You're used to this movement, so you don't really get seasick.
I rolled a 25.
A 25, you're fine, Milo. You've been on boats before. It's been part of your training with Megara to sail and go to different areas to really get a lay of the land and the world. So you're fine. And Lucy, you've been on boats before, specifically this boat, so you know it a little bit better than the others. But
My,
go ahead.
my headcanon is Royal ate something weird while below deck. Maybe he found like a pickled herring, and it's canceling out the seasickness.
Food poisoning cancels out the seasickness.
Yeah, his head was shaking in the exact opposite way that it kind of neutralizes it.
That's not how that works, Mr. Royal.
There is a ship medic besides Rollin, if you wish to see them, or Rollin. But something tells me Royal's not gonna go see a medic.
Yeah, he'll tough it out.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's about it.
But as you prepped to go, of course, what have you all been doing? Just laying around, or have you been pulling your weight and helping with the crew and the captain?
Helping the crew and captain.
Okay,
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
part of the ship, part of the crew. Milo, what would you like to help with?
Let's see. Probably do something more along the dexterous side because while he's a strong boy, he's not that strong and probably couldn't main the ropes very well.
Yeah, the ropes do need a bit of strength, but you could help. I would say, um, if you're good at cooking, you could help the ship cook, or tying off the ropes for the mast. I would say that would be dexterity. But you could help in every odd like different jobs throughout the the ship. There's also, if any of you would like to help as a lookout on the crow's nest. I know, Lucy, you had mentioned you want to keep um, helping and shadowing Bullseye with captain duties.
Yeah, she's gonna be shadowing Bullseye for as much of the trip as Bullseye will let her,
Hmm.
because she knows that she will inherit a ship someday, and so she wants to know how to run one, even if it's not her running it. Um, it's still up for debate whether or not she gets that ship now that Anthony's died once, or if she has to wait until he dies again. Um, but they'll debate that at a later date. But yeah, she's been shadowing Bullseye, and as we veer off course, she alters her communication with the Lady of Twilight. Uh,
Hmm.
from here on out, now that we've left the trade out, she'll be checking in twice a day in 6 hour intervals.
Okay. So as you shadow Bullseye, these next few days are pretty normal. So they kind of follow a pattern. With the next few days, go ahead and make me, I would say, intelligence, just to kind of pick up on what she's doing and the um more of the finesse of it,
Uh,
because
do
she
you
does.
do you want a straight intelligence roll?
Yes, unless you can bargain to add your proficiency with a certain skill. um it could be, let me look at the skill list. um it's
I'm
just
good to
kind of
just.
like it's a learning role, and I
Yeah.
know we don't really have that in D&D,
She rolled a
but
23 on a straight intelligence check.
that's perfect. So you shadow Bullseye and you start seeing the full aspects of the duties of a captain. The captain is responsible for almost every aspect of the voyage. Um, they have to set course and speed. You see her direct crew members and going over their work at times, making sure all proper procedures are followed. She runs a tight ship. While she's all fun and smiles at times, she is she's a very strict captain, um, in that she maintains and makes sure her ship is running tip top shape. Um, she does let you go in her captain's quarter, kind of showing you how she keeps records of the ship's movements and the cargo that they have. Um, that she works with certain crew members that are in charge of cargo, or the ship's cook and medical professional, to make sure what supplies are in use, what they need. You also know that she does have a second in command, the first mate, that they do also help her with these things. But it is a lot to learn from her, and it's a good thing that you're going to be on this ship for a while to really get the hang of things. But while she is you do see a shift in attitude when she's in captain mode, when she's like in more friendly mode. Um, Rollin, what would you like to be doing on this ship?
If he's not helping out the ship medic, he is on deck, either hauling what needs to be hauled or just singing sea shanties to keep the crew motivated.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely help the ship medic, and I will tell you who they are.
At one point, he's found an accordion.
um, let's see. You. Do, do, do. You see, the ship medic is a half orc, a woman. Her name is Fulton. Um, and she it's very easygoing, but you look when you are with her and she's in the medic's room, it is very clean despite it being a ship. You get the sense that the way have you seen Bullseye run the ship, and the way how well versed the crew is, that Bullseye doesn't hire people who don't know what they're doing and who aren't like at least the top of their field that she can find and pay to have on crew. So you know that Fulton is a half orc. You can see signs that they used to be part of an orc tribe. Um, you could roll a history check if you want to see which orc tribe they were a part of, because there's two main ones.
Uh, Shakira in hot water. 6.
6. Yeah. You're not too overly familiar with the orc tribes. You know that there's a nomadic orc tribe in Kalish, and then a stationary orc tribe in Vatish, which is an island, an archipelago, the southwest of Aloria. But you're not versed enough in the markings of them, or what they wear to note who they are or where they're from. But you can tell that they were part of the tribe.
The only thing
And
Roland really cares about, are you a good doctor? Yes, cool.
yeah, no, and you see that she's a very good doctor. Even though there's no big in these next 3 days, there's no big emergencies. A lot of people fall, hit something, scrape something, cut something. It's just a lot of injuries that can happen on the ship, rope burns and stuff like that. And she's very efficient. She's very realistic. She doesn't sugarcoat things, but she's also not like putting terror into you over what you did. But she's a very um, direct person to work with.
Perfect.
But you can talk to those people, and you start making, you start getting comfortable on the ship. The crew talks to you, you get comfortable with them. They kind of vet you to see what you're good at, because if you're willing to help, they want you to help, but they don't want to put you somewhere where A, you're going to hurt yourself, and B, you're going to mess something up. um but yeah, you're able to do so. And if anybody would like to make a perception check for me on day 4.
So there I was, just staring at him and just wondering, how the hell do you get a rope burn on your Wally?
I rolled a 21. Well, see, if you get a rope burn on your wallet, it's because, side down on your butt.
No, Milo. Sorry, the accent. I didn't say wallet.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. Royal rolled a 10. He is not paying attention. He probably found a seagull.
Yeah, you saw a seagull at you're on the like the railing of the boat on top. You feel the salt air in your face and your hair, and you see a seagull just land on the railing, and they look at you.
And Royal will look at it back.
It'll
And-
turn its eye to just look at you fully because it can't look at you forward, so it's just staring at you.
Mhm. Yeah, no, this is definitely a stare down now. Royal doesn't trust this seagull. It's up to something.
Yeah, I mean, seagulls are always up to something.
Yeah.
Lucy
but
rolled
they
a
j-
3,
yeah.
so she's just watching Royal and the seagull right now.
Watch the seagull.
Yeah. Royal, you're watching the seagull. This seagull's watching you, and Lucy, you're watching Royal and this seagull have a stare off.
Mhm.
But
Royal
you're-
will just think to himself, what's this seagull doing so far out to sea?
yeah, they're just staring at you, just wide-eyed, sideways, looking at you.
Royal's slowly reaching for his sword.
You hear a really loud squawk that scares you from it, and then it just flies away.
And Royal will turn to Lucy and say, don't worry, I scared it off. You're safe for another day.
Right. I was absolutely terrified by a bird.
This is where a giant condor just swoops down. No. Royal just assumes Lucy's being honest, nods his head once, and goes back to looking up for seagulls.
Does Royal not understand sarcasm?
I think it's selective.
Nice. This is gonna be fun.
But let me roll for. You see that up top, you would have gotten to meet there is a few people for different shifts to be up on the crow's nest. But funnily enough, the one that you have on this shift is a kenku. They're pretty large for a kenku. They're about like almost 5 feet tall. They're pretty big. But they are up top. Let me roll for them for their perception. Wow, that's a natural one. I'm doing great.
But you did get that natural 20
Yeah,
from
you
Mecca.
do have a nat 20
I
from Mecca.
did, but I'm not gonna use it right now.
Oh, fuck.
But Milo, you got a 21. Rollin, are you just telling? Do you want to roll perception, or are you not paying
He got
attention?
an 11. So
Okay.
11.
Milo, with your
11.
21, 4 days out, you have already traveled a bit off course already. And you can see in the distance, you don't know if it's just the time of day or if this is just the way the sea is, but you do see almost in a very soft gradient that the sea farther out to the direction that you're heading in starts looking darker. It is not the same greenish bluish color that you are used to. The water seems to be getting darker. The sky itself seems to be getting darker. You're not sure if it's a storm, but there's definitely something different.
I'll call to the captain and alert the others. Just point.
Mm-hmm. As you call Captain Bullseye over, she stands next to you, and you see out of her jacket, she takes out a spyglass and looks over. That could be a storm heading our way. If it is, we got to prepare for that.
Are we going to sail into it, or can we wait and let it pass?
Well, we could try to drive around it. I don't know how big the storm is. It seems the horizon that way entirely is covered in dark clouds. We can stay here for a few days, but I don't know if it's going to come over this way. Or we could just sail through it. Wouldn't be the first time I'd be sailing through a storm.
All right. You're a boss.
I am.
What do we need to do to prepare?
We're gonna have to start tying things down.
Oh, I
She's
can help with that.
going
I'm great
to-
with knots.
She just raises an eyebrow. I'm sure you are. Pats your back.
Is.
I know.
No. Sorry.
That was a very sincere. I'm sure you are. I'm so sorry. Sarcasm doesn't do well with me sometimes.
Sarcasm does not exist on this ship.
Yeah. But we're gonna have to start tying down the cargo. Make sure the few animals that we do have on board are secured. I'll get the crew helping. We have to make sure the cannons are secure as well, and the ammo. You don't want to get your foot run over by a cannonball, trust me.
How many times has that happened to you?
To me, none. I wear steel-toe boots.
Good call.
Other people, there's a reason why there's a stereotype of peg legs, just letting you know. They're real good at crushing things. Anywho, let's get prepared for this storm, alright? She will you see her call out and shout out to the crew as they start preparing. And you see them move quickly. They don't hesitate. They just follow orders right through when coming from their captain. If you would like to help, you can start tying things down. There are crates of food and other supplies in the hall, as well as ammo. It is up to you what you would like to handle. They will have different sets of DC depending on how big or small things are. You could also go around different rooms and just start tying down if there's beds or if there's smaller tools like in the medical room, or there is a room that's just for artificery for Naya, Bullseye's wife. And there's also, you need to start helping tie down and get ready for things on top. So the crates that are on top that they are moving around, there are a few barrels of you see whiskey as well, and rum. Since she had the extra space, she said why not, it's going to be a 3-week journey. So you could also help tie those down.
I'll tie things down on top.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a. It is up to you. Because they're already stacked, I will let you pick between dexterity or strength.
Dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Just check.
Yeah, you could do a sleight of hand. Because it's more not tying. To make sure they're secured.
Yeah, let's see if I do well on that. Yeah, everything's going into the sea.
What did you roll?
An 8.
Okay. Perfect. Lucy, what are you doing?
Lucy'll start with the cabins, and then head down to where all the artificer stuff is, because she knows that stuff tends to be explodey.
Very. You figure there's a lot of black powder on this ship. Not only because of Naya, but because cannons.
Yeah, so she'll start tying that down. Can I argue that I can add my proficiency bonus to my roll, because Lucy is good at securing people, so she is experienced with tying things and using knots.
You know what?
Get
I'll
your
give
mind
it
out of
to
the
you,
gutter.
yeah.
She was a spy and a assassin. Is solely for
she's
work
just
purposes.
naughty by nature.
Well, I mean, she is, but that's not where I was going. But yep.
Yeah, I'll let you have it.
Okay, she's gonna use her dex because she has a
Okay.
0 in strength.
Yeah.
And
Since it's smaller
15?
things, yeah, 15. Okay, you pass. You're very sure that these things are laid down securely, and you see Naya in the same room as you when you're going through the artificery stuff, and she's helping, and she's like looking over your shoulders, like, no, don't, no, that. Okay.
do you just want to tell me what you want tied down?
I believe that's a conversation between me and Bullseye. Thank you very much, though.
I meant in your office, as far as your tools go and your supplies. You don't have anything that can explode, do you?
Oh, I have many things that can explode. Thank you.
Right. Let's start with securing those.
Right. I may have hidden some black powder under the floorboards.
Which floorboards?
Multiple in different rooms. It's my extra good quality black powder, so I didn't want other people to use it.
Right, let's finish here and then we can go do all that. And Lucy'll help her secure it. Go room by room.
There is one under the floorboards in her office. I won't say you have to roll because she is helping you. There's one under the captain's room.
I'm guessing you don't want me to tell your wife about this one.
No.
Okay.
And then she's like, I'm pretty sure there was a third one, but I can't remember where I put it.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
That's what my wife says. Right. Anyway, thank you so much for helping me tie things down.
Uh-huh. Lucy has this look of like, you're fucking crazy on her face. She's so glad the artificers she's with are more responsible.
It's fine. The safest place to put black powder is where nobody else can find it.
Not if you yourself don't remember where it is.
I'm sure I'll remember eventually. Either because I actually remembered or because it went boom. We have a carpenter on ship just in case.
I picture you just cleaning up the house one day and just finding all this black powder just everywhere. It's like one of those infomercials where you open up the cupboards and it's just black powder.
Yeah. At some point throughout the day, you are regaled with the story of Bullseye accidentally making black powder tea because Naya took out the tea in the tea bags and put in black powder because it was an efficient way of putting a precise amount of black powder into certain things. And she left it in the cabinet. It was a very explosive morning. Not really, thank God, because black powder does taste horrible. Just in case, don't try it. But while you're doing this, Rollin, what are you helping with?
Considering my skill set, he has a spyglass right now and checking on the storm. Can I insight check the storm to get a better heading in?
Insight check?
Yeah, like you can tell the storm clouds are moving in this direction, so we should probably bear a little bit more to the left if we want to avoid it.
Yeah, I will say you can. Yeah.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Natural 20 for a 25. You are very observant, Rollin. You have been taught to be very observant in the field that you are in. You are a medical professional. You have to make sure to watch out for signs of things that even the patient might not know about. So you apply this to your current job here on the ship. And you take your spyglass. You're able to go up in the crow's nest should you wish, and you see the Kenku there, and they give you a nod and they say, "Hi."
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, you know those winds are blowing at like 20 knots in the east, right?
I know how to do my job, boy.
Cool. Just quickly parchment pen writes, well, if you don't want the sails to get torn in half here.
Thanks.
Pat, pat, pat.
So, they almost send it down as a paper airplane to someone when they make a whistle noise. It's funny because they don't have lips, so all you see is their beak opening and the whistle noise come out.
Strange little creature. You're fascinating.
I've been told that many a times. But with that natural 20 insight check on the storm, you are able to see the storm clouds. And this, make me a nature check to add to this roll.
I'm dumb. Oh, I'm 17. Dumb.
You're 17. You have experienced storms, you see the clouds rolling and moving forward, or in whatever direction they are going. These storm clouds um, are almost stationary. They don't seem to be moving to or away from you, besides you moving towards it. And you see them almost circling around a specific area very, very slowly as you stand there and just look at them for a while. They are stationary there, but they are rolling in one specific spot.
I could assume that's where the eye is.
You can assume that.
How's the water looking? Is it like maelstrom kind of whirlpool going on, or?
At this stage, you're not close enough to see anything specific like a whirlpool, which is good, because if it was a whirlpool, you would be able to see it because it'd be pretty big. So there's no whirlpool. But you see, you're able to tell that the waves, with your spyglass, you're able to see pretty far away, and the waves are rolling and starting to get um, uh, more dangerous and choppy.
Oh. Starts climbing down the rigging to see where else he can tie off things.
See you soon, lover boy.
Wink. I'm already spoken for, so take that wink with a grain of salt.
Milo's down on the deck. He looks at the knots he's tying and then hands them to Rylan.
They are not good knots, Rollin.
He tugs one strand and it probably just unfurls.
Yeah. With an
They
eight,
hard
yeah.
work.
All right, let me teach you a surgical knot.
Okay.
Gonna suture these crates to the floor.
I mean...
You could roll another dex check, Milo, with advantage, since Rollin's teaching you.
The two best
Okay.
people to teach you how to tie a knot, a spy and a doctor.
Dex check or a sleight of hand?
What was that?
Dex check or sleight of hand?
You could do a straight dex if you prefer.
Oh, it's an 11 this time, guys.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. You're
Not
doing a
having
little
a good
better.
day.
It's not as tight as what Rollin taught you. Rollin, you could take over and remake the knot, but you can see it's not. Well, it's more secure than the last one. It might take 2 tugs to let loose. It's not that secure. Not for a storm that's going to be shaking your boat. But if you want Milo, Rollin would be able to do that knot for you, and you would learn. I would say from this, you would get. I would say I like mixing rules from other TTRPGs. So I would say you can get like a +2 to your knot tying,
Okay.
specifically to knot tying.
All right.
The next time.
He watches Rylan a bit and nods. Okay, that's how you do it. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Royal, what are you doing on the ship?
I think Royal would be trying to help, but after 4 days, I imagine a lot of the crew is kind of wise to Royal and are trying to keep him at arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
However, Royal is an accomplished carpenter.
Oh.
He has carpenter tools and the proficiency to use them. So I imagine he would go below deck and start nailing crates and barrels to the deck floor.
Okay.
Maybe bracing certain objects with any loose pieces of timber he can find.
Yeah, there are some extra pieces of wood, because there's also a carpenter here. Which if you ask for the help, you get advantage on this roll. If not, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, I assume if Royal would ask for help, the carpenter would probably just like pick him up, turn him around, and push him away.
They're nice enough to let you help. It's let's see. You could roll me. You could roll me a check with your tools.
Okay.
So I believe you can click on your tools or just roll whatever like stat it's attached and not your proficiency.
But I am proficient. What stat are carpenter's tools tied to?
That's an interesting question. Um,
I think they're like thieves tools where you roll your nat 20 and then add your proficiency bonus.
okay, yeah. So
Yeah, but
roll.
tools are separate from, they are tied to an attribute where
Oh.
these tools are always tied to dexterity. These tools
Uh,
are either tied to your intelligence, wisdom, strength, so on. Tools
uh,
are a bit different from
yeah, I would
class
say.
tools.
I would say carpentry tools. Let's do either an intelligence or wisdom check. You can choose between those. We're very fast and loose with certain rules here when we don't know.
Good
So-
news, both are +0. But I can add my proficiency, right?
You can add yes, you can add your proficiency.
Okay,
You
that-
do
that-
also
that-
have some natural 20s to spend, Saucefire.
I do, but I might need those later. So this
You're
this
gonna
is
hoard
just
them till the end, and you're like, and the big boss fight, but I might need them later.
But Royal's
After the
the
boss
big boss
fight?
now.
After the boss fight, I still might need them. All right. This is +4. And roll. 19 +4, 23.
Nice, yeah. Um, the carpenter on ship kind of looks at you and just tells you to go do something over there. They just motion. You see that they're a human male. A little bit older. They have salt and pepper hair and beautiful beard. They look pretty broad and not muscly as like a muscle builder, but like that strong man, like thick core. And
Oh, they look mighty.
yeah, they look mighty.
Mhm.
And they tell you to go to an area. It's a much easier area that they point at you to because they look at you and they've known how you've been the last few days on board. So they're like, just go to that area. They might they might just go later and just replace what you've done. But with your 23, you do really well. Nailing these things down and making sure they don't move. Taking some of the planks of wood and almost creating a lip at the bottom of these crates and barrels so they don't slide around. And you see them look over. The name is Burbatch. And they look over and give you a nod of approval. It's like, good job.
Thank you. I was the greatest carpenter in all of New Breakfastford.
I can't believe that.
I was also the only carpenter there.
That makes more sense. But I've seen many carpenters and I've seen many of their work, and I say yours is pretty good quality.
Oh, why, thank you. That means a lot to me.
You are very welcome. And they kind of give you it's a rough. They have like a big hand, like a but strong pat on the back.
Yeah. No, Royal's not used to getting praise outside of Milo, so
Oh,
this he actually gets a little weepy.
no, they just like, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I got something in my eye. I'll be all right.
Okay, watch out for those splinters. That's how I got this. And he points to like the eye patch that he's wearing.
Next time you guys see Royal, he's gonna be wearing an eye patch.
But with how well you did, we can carry that 23 over, and you can help Burbatch just start securing things on the hall down in the hall with him. But yeah, you guys have succeeded in your checks. Milo, not so much, had to have things looked over and replaced by Rollin. But yeah, as I would say, as you are traveling, let me look at my stuff. Somebody roll me a d20.
I got it.
Please. Thank you.
7.
7.
Is that
Let's
good?
see.
Is it bad? I don't know. While you're looking things up, Lucy pens a letter once she's done assisting with tying things down, and she will fold it into a paper bird and send it off before they hit the storm.
Okay. You can do that. You see, depending on where you're sending it, but pretty sure that it's going to be heading away from the storm.
Yeah, it's heading back the way they came.
Yep. So you see it, and it flies away until you can't see it no longer. Let's see, a 7. As you get closer to the storm, you see the waters that you're on are already darker, roiling, crashing. They're choppy. You can hear the storm, the crashing of lightning. You can hear the crew moving, your ship starting to shift and change with the heavy waves. The deeper you go in, and the rain starts pounding down on the ship. You hear the creaking of wood, um, and the splashing of water against the ship. And I would like, mm, I would like all of you to make a perception check with advantage. You hear a crew member just shout, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, 19.
19,
14.
14.
Another 7. I'm nothing if not consistent.
And pretty.
1 is a
Oh.
12, and with advantage, it's a 12.
Lucy and Royal, the rain is really coming down in sheets at this moment. You're quite well into the stormy area now. And it's hard to see through the rain. You, Rollin, and Milo are able to lean in. Rollin, you can take out your spyglass, and Milo, your vision is a lot better than most, and you can see lightning light up these clouds that seem to almost come down and merge with the sea. But through the lightning, you can see a shadow of a boat, much bigger than yours, into the storm.
I'll just lean forward and say, "Is it supposed to be there?" Point out the ship.
I don't think so, and I've never seen the ship that big. Like, it looks like taking the ship and magically made somehow to be much bigger.
Can I roll something to see if there's any stories about a phenomenon like this?
Yeah, go ahead.
History check?
History check.
Okay. It's a 5. I don't know shit.
A 5.
Today's going
It's
really
hard.
well.
It's hard to know because not many people have traveled through these waters, and the ones that have never come back fully there. So you don't know anything about a ship this size out in the storm. But you hear Captain Bullseye just call out and say, "Man the cannons!" As you see people scramble around. And what are you all doing?
Ah, boy.
Gonna go get my weapons and come back on the deck of the ship.
Okay.
Yep. Lucy's gonna get her crossbow out and she's gonna go towards the mast
Mm-hmm.
in the center of the ship, and she's actually going to anchor herself to the mast with a rope.
Oh, Lucy, I would not do that.
Why?
Rogue cannonball goes through that mast, takes your pretty little head off.
She just pulls it and like one yank and she's untied.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Also, be wary of splinters. There's a reason why they call it Shiver Me Timbers.
Ah.
I have to worry about splinters. I
Oh,
can't
no.
I can't swim. There's going to be splinters. There's going to be cannonball. Why did I think this was a good idea?
Frankie
Don't
will
forget
help
about
you.
the sharks.
Who?
Oh yeah, Frankie points to the skeleton behind him.
Right.
I think Royal is going to move himself into the crow's nest. He's not going to climb up the mast, though. He's just going to use his boots of flight to kind of elevator himself up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Just a little
You can,
whoop.
yeah, you can do that. And as you all get ready, you see people scramble down. They are manning the trebuchets that are on top, and you see people going down below deck, assuming they're starting to man the cannons and get them prepared. And
Are all of the cannons the same size, or does Bullseye have one big fuck off cannon stowed away somewhere?
they're all the same size.
Rollin will yell for everyone to hold their fire until he's done.
Okay. Are you going to explain to Bullseye what you're doing?
He's charging up radiant energy in his hand, and it is a guiding bolt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. As you charge up this radiant energy in your hand, you see Bullseye get ready. They take out a very interesting looking weapon from the back. It is a rifle of sorts, very lovingly made. It's if you look at it, you can see carving and details, beautiful polished metal encasing it. But they look to you and they say, "You might want to step away. This one makes a loud noise." Um,
Hand over the ear next to wherever Bullseye's standing.
yeah,
is holding.
and they're still at the helm trying to manage the ship. And they kind of like call out to a crew member. You see a water genasi come over and start taking um control of the ship's wheel, trying to turn it to move away from the ship. But with the size, the size of the other ship, there's only so much you can get away from. And as you're all getting ready, that's where we'll go to break.
All right, so we are going to go to break. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're ready for some more high seas adventures when we come back. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go nowhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, take your meds, tell someone you love them. Happy Valentine's Day. Or if you don't celebrate today, just tell them you love them anyways.
I love y'all.
It's a cool thing to.
Love
Oh,
y'all.
I love you too. I'm going to hit the button now.
Aw.
Okay, bye. And hi, everybody. We're back.
Hi, everyone. We're back, and you guys are getting ready to possibly battle a very large ship. You're not sure. Um, you like I said before, you see people going down below deck to get to ready the cannons. People on the top of the ship readying the ballista. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Um, and Bullseye backs your command, Rollin, to hold fire as she sees arcane energy um, uh, building up in your fist. And the closer you move, there's no way to stay away from the ship. It seems to be the water seems to be dragging you towards it. Um, uh, though the current driver, which I believe Lucy, we said you were helping uh move the ship.
Lucy's gonna run the cannons and track the
Okay.
ship's HP.
Okay, so if you're going down below to do the cannons, you see a what I believe are called powder monkeys, which is people just prepping the cannons, putting the black powder, the cannonballs ready. You see goblins and you see goblins and elves and everyone on this ship just kind of rolling around trying to get things in order. Well, it looks like chaos to many people because there's a lot of people moving. They're all very trained, moving carefully with each other to prep everything in time. But as you're moving closer to the ship, you see a large vessel, no longer just a shadow backlit from the lightning in the storm, but a physical vessel, dark black rotting wood, and masked with holes through them. By all intents and purposes, this ship should not be afloat. Um, but I'll say, as you're getting closer, Rollin, you see the ship. You see almost windows like just slabs of wood open, water pouring from them as cannons come out. Let me roll initiative for the ship. As for the ship as well. 1 second. That I forgot.
Do we
Please,
see
Lady of
any
Twilight.
crew on this ghost ship, or is it just
You will have to roll a perception check for me.
bad ship? It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. 10.
Lady of Twilight is going to be the other ship on the initiative tracker. But a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And what were you looking for? Crew members?
Any crew members on the opposite ship?
With a 10, you are closer, but it is still a storm. It is hard to tell it is hard to tell if anyone is on the ship. You could assume so because things are moving, but you can't physically see anybody through the rain and the wind. Up top, I will say as it's getting closer, Bullseye gives you a signal to fire at will for you first, Rollin. And that's where we'll start with initiative. We see that we are up at the. I'll let you roll your guiding bolt should you wish.
I'm gonna hit the
First.
ship with the guiding bolt.
Mhm.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, go ahead.
The ship is gonna glow like a motherfucking Christmas tree.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Okay.
Bright lights in a big. Somebody died. 58 points of damage, radiant.
58 points of damage.
Ship immediately sinks.
Are you hitting anything specific?
If I can, but if anything, he's gonna be targeting the hull.
The hull? Okay, that's fair. So this ship will have the same parts as your ship, as you can see on the stats. You don't have to take out all of them, I will say now, but there are certain points and areas that will help you get rid of the ship faster, like the hull. But yeah, you hit it for a 58, and I'll track that down. Here. Da-da-da-da. I found my sticky notes the other day, and I'm very excited. They're under my computer tower. 58. Okay, you hit the hole. You see you see a burst of black splinters and magic. As your attack hits the hull, and the ship starts lighting up. Next, at top of initiative, we rolled initiative break before we came in, guys. At the top of the initiative, it is Milo. What are you doing?
I am going to. How far is the ship again?
It is about, I would say, 100 feet away from you
100 feet away
at
from
this
me.
point. Yeah.
Okay. 100 feet away from me. I'm going to hold my action until the ship comes closer, if it does within the round. I'm going to use my action to cast a spell on any crew members on the opposite side to cast the spell Crown of Madness at 2nd level.
Okay. You can sure do that. Let's see real quick. Perfect. So you're holding Crown of Madness for any of the crewmates that you see from the ghost ship.
Yeah, first crewmate I see pops up, it's gonna get it because the Crown of Madness range is 120 feet.
Okay, perfect. Next it is you, Lucy.
Lucy's going to bonus action start a blade song to give her a little AC bump. Because she don't want to die in the belly of the ship because she gets hit with something. Let's see. That also bumps my speed. La ta ta. And she's gonna look out one of the little holes for the cannon, stick her hand out, and Eldritch Blast out the hole.
Okay.
As her action.
First attack's at advantage.
Yay. So first bolt is a 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Okay, second bolt is a 25 to hit.
They both hit.
Okay. Mind you, she can probably barely see where she's shooting at. So that will be
That bright light is definitely helping you.
First one's an 8, second one's an 11, and that is force damage.
Okay.
She'll be aiming for the hull as well.
You're aiming for the hull? Okay. Next it is
Do you want me to do the cannons?
Yes, I was about to say it's the cannon's turn. So you are there. You are able to command when the cannons are thrown, since Bullseye is up top. She trusts you with this.
Do the cannons get advantage as well? Or is it a straight roll?
It is just the first attack, I believe.
Right, but this is the first attack the ship is doing.
Yeah, but I think it's just the next attack, not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, Guiding Bolt is just the next attack that hits it has advantage, but the rest after that don't.
18 to hit?
18 does hit.
Sorry, wait, that's the roll. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
So I'm just going to use the average. 27 bludgeoning.
27, okay. Good. I would say you get 2 as a multi-attack, because visually there are many cannons on the ship, but we're not going to roll 20 cannon strikes. will do 2 strikes, so you can use that, or you can also command the ballista, I will say, if you wish.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do the ballista.
Mm-hmm.
That is 12 to hit.
12 does not hit the ballista. You see the arrows, the big almost lance like arrows just go wide. um it is hard to see at times in this storm, so it just misses and goes into the water. Next it is Rollin. Oh, I missed Bullseye. Was fine, I couldn't see her. That's fine.
Roland, it's your turn.
I can get. I know, 3 creatures. Okay, that would have been silly. I guess I will. Shit, what is my. I apologize. I haven't played Roll in so long.
It's fine. Take your time. While you're looking to see what you're doing, I would say you all can see people are manning these ballistas and getting ready for a fight. Many are trying to get in advantageous positions, while you see others just trying to hold things down to not get in the way.
Is Captain Bullseye and Lucy in the same spot, or
No, Captain Bullseye is on top of the deck with you. Lucy is down below with the cannons.
okay? I will. I guess No. Yeah, I'll launch a firebolt across the way into the hull.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll off. 14 to hit.
14 does not hit, unfortunately. You see a spark of fire light up in the sky as it misses this ghostly ship. Next it is it's goats. It is you, Royal. What are you doing?
Well, Royal's up in the crow's nest.
Mm-hmm.
So what I think he's gonna do is try to like walk across that little cross beam that the mast is attached to,
Mm-hmm.
tie a rope to the very furthest end so he can swing across once the enemy ship is within
Reach.
tally-hoing distance.
Okay. Yeah. You could do that. Do you want to hold an attack?
Will it? How fast is this ship moving? Will it be within tally-hoing distance?
I will say next round it will be, because the storm is kind of pulling your ship closer to it, as the ship is also moving towards you.
I mean, if it's waiting an entire turn, I might as well just. It probably takes an action to like get the rope ready.
Yeah.
I know I said he's very precariously balancing.
Yeah.
Should he fall, he's probably just going to use his boots of flight.
Okay. Okay. You can hold boots of flights in case you fall.
Yeah.
We could do that. Next, it is this ship's turn. You see it moving closer, and the cannons that you saw menacingly come out of the side of the ship start moving, and you hear another thunderous boom as you hear 2 cannons shoot at your ship. Let me do the drunken sailor. 22 is going to hit. Try to go for the. Let's see, what are we going for? I would say it's gonna try and hit your hull. It's gonna give you back some of what you're giving. I believe 22 does hit.
It does.
Is anyone taking the hull AC for your?
Yes, I am tracking that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So that is going to be 39 points of bludgeoning damage. And another one will come off. To hit. 21 to hit. And that's another 38 points of damage to your hull.
Okay.
As you can feel the impact of these cannonballs just be but more than the others because you are down below, and you can hear the sound of wood splintering and cracking. And for the rest of its turn, it's just going to move forward. It is now about with how violent this storm is, it is about 50 feet away from you. Next, it is Bullseye. She is holding her action, commanding people move the trebuchets to line up uh, with the hull of the ship. She's trying to take the ship out of commission, even though it already looks out of commission. But she is readying an action with a very wicked looking rifle in case anybody starts getting on board. But she's also looking over by the helm to the wheel where her second in command is trying to move the ship. But she is unable to, as the waters seem to be moving the ship for you guys. Next, back up top to Milo. You can go ahead and make me another perception check for me. It won't count as your action. 11. Okay. With 11, it's closer. You can start seeing forms of ship crew on the deck of the ship. You don't see a super clear target, but you can see figures moving about.
Okay. Do I see anybody? No, it's not. Not gonna risk being punted in the sky, so he's just gonna wait until that ship's closer to make his move.
Okay. Lucy,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay. Does Lucy have a window that she can look out herself, or does she only have the cannon?
I would say there would be a porthole.
Okay. She will open that and she will. Melee weapon damage doesn't help me here. She will. Bonus action. Can I see any of the creatures on deck?
You can roll me a perception check.
I'm not very perceptive. No, I can't see them. That's a 9.
A 9. Again, you can see figures moving. There's
Mhm.
It's like the clouds are turning to fog on top of this rolling storm sea. And it's obscuring part of the ship. So you can see figures moving, but you can't get a clear target.
Okay. She is going to Eldritch Blast again. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
Okay, and a 9 probably won't hit, right?
Nope.
All right. Damage on the one that hit is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then the ship will fire again. First attack, does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay, and second attack roll will be a 6, so that won't hit.
Nope.
Alright, so it just takes 27 points of damage.
27.
To its hull.
Okay, quick math. I did it. Next, it is Rollin.
Roland peeks his head down the stairs to Lucy. Should I keep hammering it with guiding bolts? Or would you like a little boost?
Is he referring to haste?
Yes.
haste is only for melee attacks, right?
No,
No,
it's attacks.
all attacks.
Gimme.
He's going
it.
to. How far is Captain Bullseye from here? Yeah, he can reach. He's going to point down at Lucy, point up at Bullseye, and he's gonna twin haste on both of them.
Ooh, nice. Can you put in chat what haste does for me to keep track of?
Yeah. Would you like it in the Roll20 or in the Zoom?
Roll 20 if you can.
Actually, can you do it in
Yes.
Zoom? That one changes less.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do it in Zoom. No, you're fine.
So for the duration, Lucy and Captain Bullseye get +2 AC bonus and advantage on dex saving throws. They gain an additional action on their turns. That action can be only used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Great.
Perfect.
And when the spell ends, they lose a turn. But side effects are side effects.
Side effects are side effects.
If it lasts more than 4 hours, come see me.
You can still take bonus actions, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Next, it is our lovely Royal Butterfield. You see the ship is getting closer.
Do I see? Are there people on the enemy ship's deck?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
With gusto. Beep, 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 beep. That is a total of 8.
Again, there seems to be a fog almost veiling part of the ship. So you see figures moving, but you can't get a clear target.
Yeah, I think Royal will draw his rapier, say something along the lines of "Tally ho!" And then try to swing across on this rope.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay, I'm actually not terrible at these. I am gonna take one of my natural 20s because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you can take a natural 20. I will say because the enemy ship is next on your turn, the ship does start getting closer and closer. You are afraid it's almost going to hit your ship, but it doesn't. And you are able to take your rope that you've tied up and swing onto the deck of this ship, and you see within the ship crew members. There are crew members on this ship, but as you look at them, they have this pale, almost bloated look to them. Seaweed and barnacles and what you think are just a mishmash of sea creatures creating these bodies and attached to them as they turn to you. And you are in the middle of the ship with a full crew of a ghost crew.
I think Royal's just gonna kind of assess the situation for a moment, and then just kind of go. And with that shrug, is there anybody within poking distance?
Yeah, there is. You see a man that has a really old, almost soggy looking bandana with like mold on it, wet hair that just looks gross and unkempt for years, with they almost seem to always be dripping water. And you see barnacles cover part of their face and go up into like this weird spike.
Oh, nice. This guy's a looker. Yeah,
Definitely.
he's gonna get a poke.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll.
This is +9. 17.
17 does hit.
Okay. Then he's gonna take 10 piercing damage. And I'm gonna attack him again. But before I do, I can expend one of my superiority dice.
Ooh.
This takes up my bonus action. But I gain advantage on my next attack, and I can add another D8 to the damage.
Okay, perfect.
This is a fainting attack.
A fainting attack.
So Royal immediately faints, and while doing so, stabs this jerk. I should probably roll the actual attack first before I roll the superiority dice. 16, but
16
with
does
advantage, it is 16.
hit. 16 hits. You're good. You're looking to beat a 15.
And that is, with the 2 I rolled on that superiority dice, 17 points of damage in total.
Nice. Is that just the first, or did you do 2 attacks?
Those are my 2 attacks.
Okay, it's all 17 in total?
Oh, the first one was... That was just the one attack that did 17. The other one did... Thank you, D&D Beyond. It's 27 points of damage in total.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear the 27. Thank you. Okay, ooh, he's not looking great. You did about 47 points of damage, 44 points of damage there.
No, it was 27 in total.
Oh, 27 in total.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was 17 and 27. Okay,
Yeah.
27
I
in
wish.
total. You start slashing at this ghostly crew member, and you see, instead of blood, it's almost a thick, briny seawater that comes out.
They're full of pickle juice.
And it is
What?
I think they're made of pickles.
Oh god, I'm so glad I got you to guess on this arc.
Lick them.
They don't taste like pickles.
It's very gross and salty. But now it is the ship's turn. It is making its way. So I will say the crew will go with the ship to make it easier. But around you are a few members. They're gonna take some attacks on you, Royal Butterfield.
By all means.
Welcome to high school. One person.
I
says
rolled
the
a
name.
1 and a 3
Oh,
on
no.
one guy, so that's not gonna hit. I'm not rolling well either, guys. Okay, that's also not gonna hit. Does a 17 hit you?
A 17 does not hit me.
Okay, well, none of my attacks hit, so y'all, Lucy and all others may be rolling bad in certain things, but so am I. It's fine. We're evening each other out. Next, the ship's turn. It's moving close enough. It stops, and you see, Blitz is similar to yours. Hit coming at your ship. Let me roll for them as well. There's so many things.
Oh, I could have used lucky instead of one of my nat 20s, but that's okay. I forgot that I have that.
A 22 will hit, I believe, but a 7 won't. And let me roll damage for the 1. So you take 20 points of damage to, I believe it's not going to be the hull. Let me see.
Your options are hull, control helm, oars, sails, or the weaponry.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be the helm since they're trying to get up. You see these lance-like giant arrows come at the ship, but they're attached to ropes. And you start seeing, Royal, you can see movement around you, and the people on the ship can start seeing these crew members almost starting to walk these ropes to get to your ship.
How much was the damage?
It is 20.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, it is Bullseye. She sees people already trying to walk over, so she's at this point. Her whole held action is gonna go, so that's gonna be outside of her turn. Let me roll for her. I love battling myself. I love it when things don't load up. Here we go. It is not rolling. Please hold. 21 to hit definitely hits. And that's 20 damage. Plus 9. So you see her with one shot just take a big chunk out of one of the sailors, and I will say because they are on ropes, it doesn't kill them, but it throws them into the water. And at her action, since she's hasted, she's going to reload. And you hear these really loud bursts of fire next to you, Rollin, as she reloads, shoots again. 26 will hit. If it lets me roll my damage. 13. 11, that is a 24. She shoots another one and they're barely hanging on. And she reloads and shoots again because she has an extra action. A natural 20 for 33. So oof. Okay. That is 24 times 2. That is 48 plus 5. That's 50. 48 plus 5. That's 53. Plus 4 is 57, plus another 4 is 61. So you this final hit, you see her like put in another round, and you see just a hole burst through one of these sailors, completely taking them out, and falling off the rope into the roiling sea below you. She's feeling great. Next, it is back up top to Milo. Well, technically, she's the top.
Yeah. See any crew opposite ship 30 feet in me?
What? Can you repeat that? I was laughing at RJ's face.
Is there any crew members in 30 feet within my
Yes,
sight?
there are other crew members already walking the ropes. And you see others, and you see like a plank trying to come down.
I'll go over to where the plank's trying to come down. And I need one of them to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I believe a 12 won't succeed.
Quick question to you. Are there CR lower than 9? Does it matters?
Let me double check. Why can't I see it? Yes.
Fail.
Yes.
Okay. So Milo just kind of extends a hand and says, "Work with us." To one of these undead things, and he's control of one of the crew for the next 24 hours. As
Perfect.
he turns it against the other crew members using one of his channel divinities as a Oathbreaker Paladin.
Perfect. You see this crew member coming towards you. They have a slick face, almost shark-like with gray skin, and you see one of their arms has been replaced with a tentacle. And they are starting to come at you, but then as they get to you, they turn around and take a defensive stand against their other crew members.
And Milo will order it to attack its own crew.
And it will on its turn.
Amazing. And he will bonus action bring up a smite as he pulls out his weapon. But he can't attack because he used his channel divinity to make one of his crewmates a new friend.
Okay. What were you gonna do with your bonus action? I'm sorry.
I'm readying a smite, so I can attack a whole bunch.
Smite. Okay.
And yeah, gonna make it do things.
Okay.
Frankie's just hanging out in the back playing the accordion.
Okay. It's a nice change of tune to the screaming that's going on around you. as you see crew members trying to wildly cut these rope, but they're pretty thick ropes from these trebuchets, from these lance-like arrows. Lucy, it is your turn.
Can I see any of the duders trying to come over to our ship from my little window?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You sure can. They're a bit above you since you're down there, but you can
okay.
see them.
She will look up and ooh, that's a natural 20. Wah, 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 for a
Wah, wah,
26
wah.
on my first
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast beam. So roll that crit damage. All right, so that's going to be a 12 on the first beam.
Okay.
Second beam does a 21 hit.
Yes, you're looking to beat a
Okay.
15.
Excellent. That beam gets a whopping 3 points of force damage.
Every little bit counts.
I am hasted, so we will continue. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Does this? Yeah, 17 hits for the first beam on my second attack.
You cannot use a hasted action to cast spells.
Oh, I can't? Okay, never mind.
It's just an attack action.
I don't currently have any attacks that I can do from my vantage point then.
Cannons.
You can also dash.
Would it
you
count
can-
as me if I'm not the one firing the cannons?
I'll say because you have control over them and you're down there physically. If you were just a player helping me control the ship, no. But because you're down there physically, I would say so.
Okay.
You could literally, like, you've seen people do this. Like, you
Yeah.
could, like, push someone from like a ready cannon and just light it up yourself.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. So that stacks. So it's not a second multi-attack, it's just one attack.
Yeah, it's just
right?
one attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for the regular attacks, is a 12 gonna hit the other ship?
12. If you're aiming for the hull, it is not going to hit.
Okay.
But you can take the
An
ship's
18
multi-attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. The second part of that attack, 18, does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's gonna be 27 points of
Nice.
bludgeoning damage from the cannons, and then that hasted attack. It's not gonna hit.
Okay.
So that's it.
Perfect. Yeah, the ship's looking even more wrecked than it originally did. Next to you, but let's see. I have a lot of tabs. Rollin, it is your turn. The ship is close. It's about 25 feet away from you. You see ghost crew trying to board your ship via ropes and a plank about to come down to make a passageway.
He pulls out his quarterstaff,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not going to do that just yet. He's going to use his channel divinity to... Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. These guys are undead, ain't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Milo controlled one of the undead that's fighting with us.
I'm going to use it for... He's going to use his channel divinity to use Emboldening Bond. 34 creatures within 30 feet of me get a D4, like Bless. So I'm targeting...
There are crew members around you as well.
Yeah, they might need it more than us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll target 4 random crew members within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
And
We could do
then,
that.
as my bonus action, he's going to cast Sanctuary on himself so he can have a chance at not getting hit while concentrating on a really important haste spell.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next up is Royal. You
I'm
Are
going to
you-
also fall back to the other side of the ship.
yeah, you could definitely do that. Royal you are on the Skull ship, surrounded by gross crew members.
Yep.
Some are running past you trying to get on your ship, but yeah, they're not looking happy that you're on their ship.
Are any running through my my area of control? Because I will try to do an opportunity attack if anyone does.
Yeah, say one. You can take your
Okay.
opportunity attack as a reaction.
No, yeah, if it happens, maybe on their turn, but yeah.
Their turn's right under yours, so it'll happen on your turn. But this will be your normal action, your normal turn.
Also, just I know it didn't come up last time because they all missed me, but I do have a cloak of displacement, so they have disadvantage on their attack rolls.
Perfect, because I need more to help me not hit you.
Exactly. Basically, all of Royal's skills are based around not getting hit.
That's fair.
I think he has poked up this one fellow quite a bit, but he is trying to get as much attention on himself, if that is not apparent by how he always acts. So he is going to attack a different person, all while yelling insults about how shoddy of a ship this is, how poorly dressed they are, just maybe how bad they smell.
Yeah, they smell pretty bad.
And he's using his Kermit voice the entire time just to add to the indignity.
The salt to the wound.
Yeah. So he's going to do an attack. He's going to do a hit.
Do a heckin' hit.
A heckin' hit. 23.
23 hits.
And he does 15 points of damage.
Is this the same one that you were hitting before or a different one?
I think on his first attack, he's going to attack the same person.
Okay.
And then
13 points of damage, you said? 15, sorry.
15.
30. Okay.
And then just to make things difficult, he'll attack a different person on his second attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
15.
15 just hits.
Just hits.
Yeah.
And he does 14 points of damage to the next person.
14 points of damage. Okay.
Then I'm going to action surge.
Oh, nice.
And how many people are in are
Your
within poking
radius?
distance? Yeah.
There are 2 on you right now, and you can see another one coming your way.
I'll keep my focus on these ones just for now. So I will do 2 more attacks, and again, 1 each on the people in my immediate area.
Okay.
27.
Hits.
That does 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use another superiority die for this attack to give me advantage.
Okay.
And do another fainting attack.
Okay.
So that is 14 plus another d8. 14, that's 20 points of damage in total.
Okay. Okay, sorry,
Lots of numbers.
It's like when someone gives you money, and you put it in the register, and they're like, "Oh wait, I have a quarter," and you're like, "Fuck." Reverse math.
Subtraction?
Yes. Shut the fuck up. So as you're hitting these, the one of the barnacles on the face, with that last move, how does it look when you take that one out?
I imagine Royal isn't really even paying attention to what he's doing, so he's going to do one of the mummy things where he's like reaching, like going backwards to attack somebody and accidentally kills the person behind him.
You see some barnacles coming off as you're trying to attack the other one in front of you.
Yeah, just accidentally tries to do a flourish and accidentally chops part of the zombie in half.
Yeah, that's fair. If you were paying attention, you would see this zombie, this ghost crew member, part of it starts falling apart and almost melting into this weird combination of mist and old, dirty seawater.
No.
Yeah, it's not pretty. But next it is the... I was saying Leo Twilight. It's the ghost ship's turn. They are starting to put this plank down. Anybody on top can feel the reverberation of it hitting the wooden deck as the plank goes down, and you see more of them start moving in and getting on your ship. I will say let's see. Milo, you will get an attack, and so will your zombie. I would say just roll me a d20 for them as well, so you technically controlling them. And I'll put
They
together.
rolled a 17.
Okay.
Plus
That
whatever their
plus
modifiers.
it's plus 4, so it'll hit.
Cool.
Okay. And you?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Sorry, paladins have a lot of output damage and stuff.
Yeah.
Always fun to
This
play.
is an attack of opportunity, as some of them are coming back. It's not your turn yet.
Attack of opportunity. Milo misses with an 11, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So he misses.
and
Zombies attacked.
The zombie did attack, and you rolled that. Roll me a fuck. What was it? It is plus 7 to hit, and it is a d6. There's a short sword plus 5. 1d6 plus 5.
26 plus 5. 7 points of slashing damage or bludgeoning damage or whatever it does.
Slashing is a short sword. Okay. Their friend is looking at them like, "What the fuck, bro? Did last night mean nothing to you?" But there's that same one goes to attack you. It is more focused on the living than it is the dead. So it is going to roll to hit. 26 to hit.
Hits. Reaction, Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, perfect. You can roll for that. While you're rolling, your damage is going to be I said 6 plus 5, so 11 points of slashing damage.
11. It needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 11.
Fails, so it takes 12 points of fire damage.
Okay. As this is happening, one is going to attack you, Rollin, but you have Sanctuary on you, right?
They need to roll a Wisdom saving throw DC 15, or else choose another target. Or lose
I rolled a 15 on the die.
Here we go.
But let me double check. Is there Wisdom modifier?
Please be negative. Please be negative.
It's not negative, but it's a +0. Yeah. So let's roll to hit. You don't know if they hit. 17 plus 7, so 24.
That hits.
Yeah. It's only 6 points of slashing damage.
So I need to make a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Rollin, you glorious motherfucker.
Wow.
Ba-dum-bum.
He's really intent to keep this haste up.
Next, we won't do the cannons this round. But next it is Bullseye, and she's just taking her. It's reload, action, reload, action. So I'll do 2 actions for her.
Remember, she's also hasted.
Yeah, she has 3 actions normally, and so you get 4, but she needs to use 2 of those to reload. But it is a 29 to hit, which does. It'll be 20 damage on. She's going to try and take out the one that's hitting you, Rollin. So that's gonna be 26 points of damage in total. Reload. Try to hit again. 20. Not natural. No, oh, that's not the right dice to roll. 1 second. And that is a total of okay. Um 25. So as you see this ghostly crewmate try to hit you with its short sword, Rollin, you hear another 2 loud explosions, and you see a blast hit this guy in the chest as they move backwards, like recoiling from the force of it. And then you see another shot hit them in the face as you just see like just shards of like sea life coming off of them, and their body just kind of falls limp, turning into mist and water. As Bullseye took out the one that is trying to hit you.
Nope. Don't like that at all.
Good there, Doc.
Thumbs up.
Got it. Next it is Milo's turn.
Milo
You can take an
comes
attack.
in.
No, you already took your attack of opportunity.
I already
Sorry.
took. Yep.
Oh, I didn't get. Royal didn't get attacked.
Oh, you. I forgot.
Don't I get to? Oh, it's okay. I forgive you.
You do get an attack of opportunity, though. I did say that. I forgot.
Oh, no.
Someone's passing by you.
I was gonna say, just because I've got even more skills. When somebody misses me, I can spend a die to attack.
Baby, I'll attack you.
Yeah, by all means.
Let's see. As you guys can tell, this is a very fast and loose game where we do what we want.
Yeah, I'm just picturing this zombie walking by, and Royal's like, hey, no, get back here.
Hey, no, attack me. Yeah, because they can reach you, so you'd be attacked. Let's see. God, they have disadvantage, you said?
They do.
Fuck, okay.
Shouldn't have given me those magic items.
22. Oh, wait, no. 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay, yeah, they miss you.
And 22 would have hit.
Yeah, I read the highest number, but I got a 6 on the other one.
So I'm going to spend a superiority die, because I got a bunch of these and I might as well.
Might as well.
When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and expend 1 die to make a melee attack against it. And then I add the superiority die to the damage on a hit.
Okay. Roll me those clicky clackies. Click clack, I rolled to attack.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. 23.
23 does hit.
Then that is 11 plus the superiority die. That is 15.
15 damage?
Piercing damage, yes.
15 piercing damage. Okay. Yep. They don't like that.
I think Royal will say at this point, you can always just declare me the captain and I'll stop doing this.
No response.
No response.
No response. Other than like a weird if you ever heard a growl mix in with a whale noise, this is what they sound like.
It's a whale song. Royal just falls asleep immediately.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Royal will shout across, don't worry, I think they're gonna make me the new captain.
You can barely hear his voice over the fighting and the storm and the undead. But next, it is Milo. We're still on your turn. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Do I see the captain?
Make me a perception check.
No, I don't see the captain. Roll an 8.
Nope. There still seems to be a fog clinging to this ship.
Right. So nearest Zombles, nearest to me.
Mm-hmm.
Missed with that one. Attack again. How does a 19 look?
To hit, yep.
Okay. So 13 points of initial slashing damage.
Okay.
And then a smite comes quickly and swiftly. Make me a con save.
Okay. 1 second. Con save. 16.
Fails.
Fails.
So they take 21 points of radiant damage, and they are blinded.
Blinded by the light.
I believe that's what they do. Yeah, they are blinded.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So the one that's attacking you is blinded.
Yes.
Okay. Is that your entire turn?
That is my entire turn because I missed with the one on the first swing.
Okay. Lucy, it is your turn. If you're looking out the porthole, you can see the arrows, you can see the plank. I put it in here for you on the map. So you can see underneath it. So I will say you could attack the plank as well. That is a viable option.
How many do I see on the plank or about to come over the plank? Can I tell that there's more on the ship that are coming over?
There are more on the ship. Yeah, there seems to be
Okay.
about the same size crew as you can tell. So there's a good 5 to 7 already walking towards the plank.
Okay. Lucy is going to cast. Lucy's gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any currently on the plank?
Yes.
Okay, she's going to cast it on one of them on the plank.
Okay.
I will need a. Or no,
How
it
big
can't.
is the
It has to be
flaming
in an
sphere?
unoccupied space, but it's going to be on the plank, and then she is going to bonus action ram it into one that is still on the plank, pushing it towards the enemy ship. So I will need a dex
Okay.
save from whoever that is.
Dex save.
And she's casting it at 3rd level.
Dex save. 16 for a dex save.
Right, that does beat it, so it'll only take half damage, which is 7. So half of 7, so 3.
Yes.
Alright, and then the ship's gonna fire again. It's never been easier to track multiple things with D&D Beyond. That's a lie. Oh, first one's a crit for a 25.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
That
I
definitely
double the
hits.
damage, so that's going to be...
Yeah.
I've been taking the average, so that would be 54.
Okay. Ouchie.
To the hull. Second on its 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that'll be 27 points of damage to the hull. And then that hasted hit is not going to hit. That's a 9. So
Okay.
fine.
It's this ship is looking very rough, and as you are as you're hitting it, you can feel it, the thunder and lightning shake your boat and light up the sky. You see just lightning come down from the clouds and just hit the water in different spots, almost encircling the two of you of the ships. And you can feel it
Also, with that flaming sphere, it does light anything on fire, so that plank is going to start lighting on fire.
Yep, it's gonna start lighting on fire. Next it is Rollin. You are aware, you're seeing this storm almost pick up. And I would say you see around you bolts flying through from range fighters trying to hit the ghost crewmates, some arrows making purchase on undead bodies. The plank is gonna starts lighting up on fire as you see a flaming sphere take it over. What are you doing?
I could make that from the crow's nest. Can I expend my movement to clamber up the crow's nest all the way to the top?
What's your movement speed?
35? Would I have to double move?
35. You'd have to double your movement to get up top, yeah.
Cool. He's going to shout down to Bullseye and Lucy that they are going to feel a tingle.
Okay.
Next round.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Okay, you could do that. Next it is you, Royal. You feel this ship start shaking. And you hear crashes of wood onto the
And I also
ocean,
shout to Royal to get out of there.
Yeah, you can.
What is the structural integrity of the ship right now?
This
Using my
ship-
expert carpenter knowledge.
Using your expert carpenter knowledge, you know the ship already looked bad to begin with.
Mhm.
It looks even worse. You can hear the parts of the ship falling into the ocean, along with the storm, and you also hear Rollin shouting, "Get out!" So it's not looking great.
And how many goons are around me? Is there anyone that looks like a head goon?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I would be delighted to. Are there any of them wearing fantastic hats? Another 8.
Another 8. I say because you're already on the ship, there is a lot going on behind you, around you. A lot of people running around. But you do see a little glimpse of what could once have been a fantastic captain's hat running around.
Okay, I am making a beeline.
Okay.
Attacks of opportunity be damned for this
You're
guy.
gonna take attacks of opportunity. And are they at disadvantage? You said.
They are.
Okay. 14 probably won't hit. That also won't hit.
Satan, you have a nat 20 that you have to use on your next roll. Thank you, Chris Con.
Well, I'll use,
Dang it, Chris Con.
I'll use that nat 20 to hit you. Let's see. As I will roll. Thank you, Chris Con. I'm rolling abysmal today, it seems. Let's see. Okay. That is that you take 19 points of slashing damage.
Oh, ouch. That's okay.
And you see, if you're making your way towards this, you see this very undead-looking captain that you run up to, and I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
A charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As they turn their beady, almost glowing, this sickly green and glowing eyes at you.
13, but if that is a fail, I can use Indomitable and roll it again.
Go ahead, 'cause that is a fail.
That is an 8.
Also
So
a
instead, do I have any nat 20s left?
I do not track the nat 20s on your sheet, so you will have to check your sheet.
To the Google Doc.
You currently have 2 on there from sub gifts, so if you have not used either of those, you still have them.
I have used one of those, so I'm going to use another one.
Okay. Go ahead and edit your sheet accordingly.
Okay.
So with the nat 20, instead of the 16, you only take the 8 psychic damage from this ghostly gaze that this captain seems to settle on you.
Ow, my brain. Oh, sorry.
Ow, my brain.
Yes. And
it's still your turn.
It is still good. Royal will. I'm just looking for the Google Doc so I can edit accordingly. That's not it, but I will find it when it's not my turn. Yeah, Royal is going to attack him with great abandon.
Okay, go ahead and attack.
That is a nat 20.
Nat 20 does definitely hit.
So let's roll that damage. 18 points of poking damage.
18 points of poke, got it.
And then the second attack
Mm-hmm.
is 22.
That hits.
And that is only 8 points of poking damage.
8 points, okay. That's still a good 26 points. They do not look happy. And it is technically their turn because it is the ship's turn.
Attacks against me are not at disadvantage now because I have been hit,
Okay.
but they'll go back to being disadvantage next turn, I believe.
Okay, perfect.
At the start of my next turn.
The start of your next turn. Okay. They will hit you. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Head is stuck in the clouds, baby.
Okay, now I have that. Melee. Here we go. They do have a multi-attack. So the first one will be 19 to hit.
I'm going to use my reaction and use Defensive Duelist to add 4 to my armor class.
Okay, and what does that get it to?
22.
Okay. And the next.
Let me just see if that's for the. Let me see how long if that's just for that one attack, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just for that attack.
Okay. The next one, I'm just gonna use my nat 20 that I have, just for funsies.
Just for funsies.
Just for funsies. So they will. That'll be a total of 28. Ooh. They don't roll nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a total of 34 points of slashing damage.
Ouch. Royal is still up, but he is not looking good.
Yep. And as a bonus action, actually, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 9. Whoopsie.
Ooh. Okay. You see them. You see as their ghostly weapon pierces you. You feel an extra tingle. I will say. And you take an extra 23 points of necrotic damage.
And Royal is down. Dun 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 dun.
Well, that
hell.
Maybe it's my turn to kill off all my guests.
Don't worry, your best buddy's coming in.
Next it is Captain Bullseye's turn. Oh god. Yeah, she's focusing on keeping the crowd, yeah, no, she's focusing on keeping the ghost crew out of her ship. So, I'm just gonna make a few rolls because she's gonna roll to get rid of those. To get rid of those ropes. Okay. Okay, so 3 of her attacks, actually just 2. So one of her attack hits and one of the ropes go down, sending a few of the ship crewmates down with it in the to the dark rolling ocean. Oh wait, no, she doesn't get a turn because did you drop haste? Okay.
Not yet, not
yet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then it is Milo's turn.
We'll use a nat 20 to perceive a dropped royal.
I'll say you don't have to use your nat 20 for that.
Okay. Cool.
I say you can perceive it.
Okay. Perceive it. Don't like that. And those on board just see large osprey wings sprout from his back as he gets up and flies over to Royal, and drops behind him and takes a very intimidating stance as radiant energy kind of rolls up his weapon as he starts to cast smite. And now he's over Royal, who gets a +4 to his death saves because I'm here. It's fine. You're okay. Please be okay. Because I can't use Spare the Dying because it's an action.
Okay.
That's Cure Wounds.
Cool. You're both on the ship now. Lucy, it is your turn.
Okay. Rollin, have you ended the haste yet, or do I still have it?
Not yet. You still have it.
Okay. Alrighty then. I am going to... is anything else trying to climb up onto that plank to get over yet?
Not now that it's catching on fire. Not anymore.
Okay. Is there anything near it? Like near that entrance to the plank?
Like a crewmate?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on their ship. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few that are walking away from the other end that did make it through. Before you put the fire.
Bonus action. She's gonna ram it to the entrance of the plank on their side to the ones that are there. I'll need a dex save from whoever's there.
Boop, 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 boop.
So their ship can start catching fire as well.
Okay. Not with a nat 1, baby.
Nope. So they will take the full damage, which did not roll well. So that's only going to be 6 points of fire damage. Their ship starts catching fire, and anything that ends its turn within 5 feet of the spear has to make me a dex save. That was my bonus action. Action will be to... Eldritch Blast. First bolt. 22 to hit the ship.
It hits.
Okay. Second bolt will be a 17 to hit the ship. Okay. First bolt does 6 points of damage. Second bolt does 5 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, this ship is not looking great.
Great.
At all.
I'm going to hit it some more with the cannons.
Okay. You said it was 5 and 6, right? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. That's 11.
Let's see. A 9's not going to hit. Second firing. $22, does that hit?
Yep.
Okay. So 27 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's everything I got.
What does it look like when you completely destroy this ship?
She she aims both of her bolts of Eldritch Blast into the same location that's already getting weaker, and then she aims the cannons there as well. One of them going wide as the crewman miscalculates where he needs to point. The second one aiming on target, and the ship just cracks down the center, and then you just see the two halves slowly start to turn in on one another, and they just both start sinking like the Titanic in that one movie. That wasn't very good.
As this ship starts sinking, cracking, you hear screams and shouts from this ghost ship. As you see the roiling storm get darker and darker, and you almost see these ghostly chains come out from the ocean and wrap around the ship as it starts dragging it down. Milo and this ship is going down.
Okay, Milo's gonna pick up Royal and fly upwards away from it.
Not your turn yet.
Well, when it's my turn, that's
when it's your turn. Yes. Next, it is Rollin. Rollin, it is your turn.
Rollin just looks at Milo and Royal. Bellends. I'm working with Bellends. And he's going to drop the concentration on haste as he hops the crow's nest and onto like a little beam under it. I imagine there's 10 feet of clearance. He's going to jump from the ship onto the other ship.
Okay.
And
Go
as
ahead
he's
and roll
doing
me
so,
acrobatics.
natural 20.
Okay, perfect.
As he's doing
do
this, he slams his hand into his chest, and he's going to turn himself into a sperm whale.
Okay. So you are a sperm whale on this dying ship.
No, he's a sperm whale in the air, falling down.
Okay. So Milo, I would say you would see this. Rollin jumping over the ship and then turning into a sperm whale. As this ship is going down, Roll, it is your turn. Please make me a death saving throw. +4.
I wanted to also hump Milo and Royal so they're safe inside my...
Oh, I can get out. I can fly.
Oh, you can get out? Okay.
I can fly.
Yeah, I can fly too.
You're dead.
If I survive.
Cool.
You just slammed, like fucking wrestling slammed this fucking ship just for funsies.
35 tons.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Milo's standing there with wings out, just watching this whale come crashing down towards him.
It is Royal's turn. It is going down. Go ahead and make your death save.
Okay. It's D20 plus. Is it just a flat D20?
+4.
+4 because Milo's there.
Okay, that is 17 in total.
17 does you succeed on one.
Ugh.
It is now the ghost ship's turn, and it is sinking quickly. You can already, because it's cracking in the middle and sinking that way, you can feel yourself go sideways and slipping down the ship into the water. It is Bullseye's turn, but she does not have an action because you drop hasted. She, as a bonus action, is just going to give a few commands, and it is Milo's turn.
Is it an action to pick up Royal?
You can pick him up as a bonus action, but you could fly. If it's happening.
Yeah, I just want to know if I can dash.
Yeah, I would say you could dash because you can pick up.
Okay, I'll pick up Royal and shoot up into the air using my flight speed to fly 60 feet up, watching this whale as we just pass and go, what the fuck?
You do that. As you're looking down, you see this whale crash down into the ship. These ghostly green chains that wrap around the ship seem to be crushing it as well. Lucy, it is your turn.
Am I still able to use my bonus action to move my flaming sphere?
Okay. Is it just an action that they can't take, or can they take a bonus action?
The target can't move or take actions, plural.
Okay.
Okay. Moving the sphere is a bonus action. It's not categorized as an action.
Actions in general.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay. Am I still able to command the cannons to fire?
Yeah, that's a separate. All
right. So she'll just, seeing the ship crack, she'll just slump against the wall of the ship and yell at them to fire.
Okay.
Uh, 16? Does that hit?
Yep.
Okay, and does an 11 hit?
11 does not.
Okay, so it'll only take 27 points of damage.
You see one go wide, going to hit where the ship used to be, but it is cracked in half. It misses. It's already sinking. The other one completely takes out the middle mast as it hits it straight on. And you see this mast just kind of like creak and fall down onto it. Roland, it is your turn. You are a sperm whale.
Sorry. Alrighty, Roo. Let's see. Well, whale makes 2 attacks, one with a bite and one with its tail.
Okay.
Can I see the captain?
Yeah, the captain's there.
I'm gonna make him pay a little bit. It's gotta be fine. Just a little as a treat. That's 30 to hit.
30 to, yeah, it hits.
3d8 plus 8. Quick maths. Oh god. 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
If the target is a large or smaller creature, it must succeed on a DC 14 dex save or be swallowed.
Natural 1, baby.
Hump.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Well, plus 3 for the whale. 17.
Let me double check. 17 just misses. So you take 30 points of necrotic damage.
And now I have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Oops, shit, that's the wrong button. Another con save. I make it to.
I believe you have to make a 15.
Yeah. Well, first off, to not spin him back up,
Yeah.
I make an 18, and then my con check is a 26.
Okay, you're good.
To maintain.
Are you moving anywhere?
I still have a tail attack, hun.
Okay.
And that's going on the ship.
Okay.
That's not going to go on the ship.
Okay.
Okay. He's just going to hop off and, well, probably still in the water,
Yeah.
dive back to Captain Bullseye's ship.
Yeah, this captain doesn't taste good, by the way.
Nope, but he's going to start taking acid damage as long as he's in my belly.
What happens if you shrink back into a regular person with him in your belly?
Let's not go into that.
Yeah, no.
Next, it is your turn, Royal. Please make me a death saving throw.
Let's roll it.
+4.
I'll just keep adding numbers. Plus 22 in total.
Okay, you save. Next, it is the ship's turn. It is, by this point, it is already 3/4 of the way sinking. As it is sinking, the storm seems to start going into a crescendo, lightning hitting this ship, and as you see the last bit of it go down into the ocean, the storm starts to calm down. Rollin, under the sea, you can see an inky black void of darkness underneath. And what you can only assume to be the screams of souls coming from it and faces roiling in it as the chains that come from it start dragging down this ghost ship.
Love it.
You feel a very gross, salty, briny taste in your mouth. As up on deck, you can start seeing the crew members start turning to just fog and briny water.
Mm.
It's gross. But eventually, the storm settles. The ship is gone. It is still dark. It is still windy. It is still raining. But there is no more ship.
What's the rating of this stream, by the way?
Mature.
Oh, good. Ron's a champ.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh god. Spitters are quitters.
Spitters are quitters. Gross.
I'm gonna place my hand on Royal and give him 45 HP back.
Aw, thank you.
Can I majestically breach the water?
Can, yeah. Roll for majestic. No, I'm kidding.
Roll for majesty.
Roll for majesty.
I'll land on our ship, so I don't, come crashing down with my minutes up.
I'm also going to use second wind. While midair, I'm just like, drop me back down. I can still take him.
I'll just hold you up like a baby. It's like, no.
You see his little legs kicking.
Put you in the crow's nest.
So as we get out of initiative, the sky is still dark. The sea still looks dangerous, but it's not rocking your boat anymore. It is not any immediate danger. The storm has calmed down, and you can hear the rain letting up. You can feel it. And throughout the ship, you hear the voice of Captain Bullseye giving commands to tend to the wounded, check for any check for any dead, and you see people start helping crew members going down to the medic bay, settling down, stopping bleeding where they can, and the ship going back to order. What are you all doing?
I've got an hour of this polymorph, so I'm just going to swim next to the ship for a while and then eventually clamber out, dripping.
Off up a hat.
I will be helping heal crew, just kind of cure wounding people, spare the dying if needed.
There are a few people that were on death's door, very nasty gashes, but you're
Mr.
able
Milo,
to...
do you want to see a really cool trick?
Yeah?
He will cast haste on himself, slap his hands, and then move 70 feet around the ship, just like tapping each crew member and healing them for like 2d6.
Speed demon.
Just Rollin speeding around you.
Milo's just... All right. I can fly. That's the coolest thing I could do.
The ship medic is up there with you. She is tending to people. While the healing does help stop the worst of it, they still need care. And they're setting up. You see them taking them down, setting up cots and setting them in their. I forgot the English word for the hammocks. There we go. I can only remember in Spanish. But setting up hammocks, setting them up in hammocks to help them. In the meantime, Lucy, you see Captain Bullseye. While she's taking care of everything, she finds a minute to get to you, and she gives you a very proud smile. You did really good.
Lucy's like helping stop the bleeding on someone and
Yeah.
bandaging their wound. Thanks. Wasn't too difficult, just point and shoot.
Yeah, they're a bit heavy, but I'm more saying the commanding the people down there. You command respect, and that is a very important aspect of being a captain.
I should get really bossy sometimes.
He's right, I can. You could say I have a dominant personality.
Oh, I'm sure I can say that. That's also very good for being a captain. You'll do great
Y'all
whenever you
did?
get your ship.
Yeah. You got a ship?
Not yet, no. At least I don't think I do. Roland, do you think I have to wait for Anthony to die again before I get the ship he willed me? He did it before he died the first time. What's the legality of that?
Just walks over. Well, depending on state of mind and that sort of thing, you could actually probably get the ship now. We'll talk. I could just declare him dead on paperwork, and then you can get a ship, and then be like, "Whoopsie daisy."
Anthony does have a new body. It'd be very difficult to prove that he's the
true.
original Anthony.
I'm his physician. I know him well.
Roland, we'll talk.
Maybe just talk to the not dead man before you do, you know.
No, it'd be funnier to write a death certificate.
It would.
Oh, right. We can use Frankie. This takes off Frankie's head, puts a human head on it. Frankie's now Anthony.
Frankie's a little bit stockier than Anthony. You'd have to grow him up a bit more.
Mm-hmm, not tall enough.
Just
Start rearranging bones.
High-heeled boots or something.
There's a thought.
But yeah, you are able to take care of the aftermath of this attack. And you just hear Bullseye, I'm going to have to fill out a lot of paperwork.
Well, think of it this way. You can charge the Lady of Twilight for the expenses and damages occurred on a tax rebate.
Hazard pay.
Hazard pay.
I'm already getting that, honey.
Technically, these are international waters.
Yeah.
You don't have to fill out anything.
Well, I am filling up a favor. Yeah, I did get a pay and my ship decked out. I'm gonna have to talk to Burbatch to see if he can fix up the damages on it. I think we have enough.
Well, Royal's a carpenter. He can help repair most main majority of your ship.
I'll get right on that.
And then Royal goes down below deck to have a nap.
Just let him rest. Dying or going unconscious can have a tough effect on your body, I should know. But eventually the aftermath is taken care of. People are healed up. Not in the best shape, but they are much better than they were. It'll take a bit to heal everything up naturally in the end. But you have enough crew to take over shifts, and with your help, that won't be an issue. You're able to spend the rest of the day taking care of yourselves. The night passes. You all can take a long rest.
Amazing.
With your healing magics, it does not take very long for the crew to get back up to tip-top shape, though Captain Bullseye just does let them rest up a bit more before they go back to work. But you are sailing into this dark ocean. A few more days pass. Roll me a d20.
Got it. 6.
6. Okay. As you're sailing, you kind of you can see from the crow's nest. You can still see that the sea in front of you is still dark. This seems to be a permanent state for this part of the ocean. Make an intelligence check for me. And smell your mug.
No, I use it to put out my candle.
I just saw you like putting it against your...
It was a weird smell.
Oh, ceramic and flame, you know.
It is a stock image of Rollin just looking at the camera. I'm not a clever man. 8.
You're not sure what is causing this, whether this dark state of the ocean, but seems to be a permanent state for this area. Lucy, you are able to make your check-ins in 6-hour intervals. Do you update the Lady of Twilight on what happened?
Yeah, there'll be a brief mention of a battle with a ghost ship, but she won't go into detail.
Okay.
It's just something you gloss over.
No, it's more like she's just doing quick check-ins because 1, she's talking to a queen who's busy, and 2, she needs to pay attention to everything else that's going on. So she gets a briefing, and then she'll get a full report after of everything that happened.
That's their contract for the moment.
Oh, okay. Just I thought you were just yada-yadaing over being attacked by spirits at sea.
Right?
No, it's more like a military style check-in of just like our location. Are we all healthy? Did we encounter anything unusual? End of call.
Yeah. You are. There's a confirmation that she got it. And you can be sure that there'll be paperwork to go along with this. But after a moment, you hear another message from her. It says, "Let me double check that she does." Oh yeah. According to the coordinates that you gave me, and what happened, it seems that the effect of the island might extend to the sea. So these situations are connected to the necromantic magic that are on the island. It seems to have spread out like a plague.
Suggestions for future combat?
Radiant magic.
Understood.
I'll send you updates on whatever I can find on this area. And she cuts the call there.
Lucy will go back topside and relay that to the rest of the group.
It's a good thing you got us then.
My sword does radiant damage, but that's about it. Everyone else? What do you got?
Got guiding bolts for the most part. That's my main offense. It does take a lot out of me, though, and I'd rather save my slots for healing.
All right.
I got you covered in radiant. I'm practically an angel.
You're angelic in my eyes, Mr. Milo.
Oh, thank you. Literally, I am an angel.
Would it benefit us for me to do that polymorph spell again, or would you prefer a protection from good and evil?
Probably protection from good and evil.
I can put it on 2 of us.
I'd avoid polymorphing in the water anymore.
Yeah, after what I saw yesterday, that was not great.
If you get too far ahead, I can fly to get you out, but I need to know if you're going too far. Stay within my reach.
How far is that?
From what I can gauge, about 10 feet. But if you go beyond it, just be careful. I can control the undead, yeah. They can fight for us, sure. Frankie over there is my best pal right now, because Royal is being a dick under the deck, but that's not here nor here.
Just hear very muffled. I heard that.
But I got a lot of radiant behind me, even if I don't have a god backing me up.
Good. Rollin, what sort of weaponry can you use?
Well, I'm pretty proficient with my sling. I can use quarterstaffs well enough. Master Feanor advocated for diverse education as a combat medic.
Hmm.
I'm also not too shabby with a crossbow.
All right. Do you have one on you?
Crossbow? No, but my sling is magical.
Lucy hands him, takes out her +2 crossbow and hands it to him. Stay in the back. Use that if you need to.
Head nod.
She'll also hand over the ammunition.
I can give you all radiant magic, but I can't smite.
It's a light crossbow, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you need it, just yell at me.
Good to know.
Oh, you'll hear me yelling.
But I can help Mr. Lin here with healing, restoration.
That's good. Don't worry about topping us off. Just if we go down, get us back up.
You got it. For the most part, Miss Lucy, will you let Mr. Milo and Mr. Royal take the front then? I need to be aware of my targets for the haste spell.
Well, your ears are burning. People have been talking about you a lot.
Not
people
negatively.
People do that a lot. Royal's a big deal.
Yeah.
Lucy'll shout for Royal to come and join them.
Royal's just already behind Lucy.
Gosh, you're quiet.
Probably just walks between her legs into the center of the circle.
Royal, what do you have that can do radiant damage?
Him. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Right. Might be best to keep him mid-range. Anything that gets past us with our radiant damage can go through Royal next, and then you're our last line. She
If
says
we
to
can see
Rollin.
things coming and prep an ambush, or if we need to prep and we have time for about a minute, I can make sure we're warded. Nothing can get towards us. But
Okay.
it takes a minute to cast.
I'll be prepping Tiny Hut, so it won't take me the full 10 minutes to cast it.
Magic Circle won't let anything into our little spear of joy.
Be prepared for our magic to not work as well, or
Yeah.
be amplified. From what I've heard, everything here goes a bit wonky.
Yeah, I heard the stories. Not a nice place. A lot of people pass on this island. A lot of bad things happened.
Lucy just nods.
But if you do all want some radiant magic, you got to bet.
How does this work with what Milo's offering?
It's basically Crusader's Mantle, which gives you all a d4 extra radiant damage to your weapon attacks.
Okay.
But it's a concentration spell, and all of his smites are concentration spells.
And that would would that cover all three of us? In
It
addition?
would cover anybody in a 30-foot radius.
Okay. Cool.
It's a nice spell. It just can't get any smites out of it. That's the only
But
downside.
aren't paladin smites like just the regular smite, not concentration?
That is the divine smite, and yes, that's not concentration. He can eat through spell slots using that. It's just a 2d8, 3d8 with undead.
It's
So he can do that in lieu for smite. Smites that are spellcasty are just buffs and damage control, where this one is just straight damage.
Okay.
So you're losing one, gaining another thing. So it's tit for tat, basically.
Lucy will check with Bullseye if there's
Mhm.
any radiant weaponry that we can also mooch off of her people
Um,
once we hit land.
um, I'll double check the ledgers. Radiant weaponry, just basics. Um, if you have any ammunition, I can see if I can enchant it for you.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, she'll get the crossbow bolts enchanted for Rollin. And could excuse you?
Yeah, there are some um enchanted. There's not a lot because they couldn't like enchant, like giving this whole ship all radiant damage is a lot of money and time. But there are a few ammunitions that already have radiant damage. You would be able to find arrows, and it's not what you usually throw around, but there are the little, basically, the pellets, the metal pellets,
Little ball bearings,
ball
basically.
bearings. Yeah, they're slightly different. These are basically the old bullets. But you could use them with your sling.
Okay.
And they would do radiant damage. But as you gather your weapons, enchant what you can, take what you can, coordinate with Bullseye and Nay and the rest of the crew, it's not too late until you see the looming figure of this island. There is no sun to backlit light it, to give it a backlit um, silhouette. It is covered by thunderous clouds, gray skies, dark waters, and the closer you get, the more you can feel almost a sickness in the back of your stomach. Like, you know this is not good. And as you get closer to this looming silhouette, that's where we'll leave off for today. I would like to say that if Royal was helping Burbatch with the carpenter, he's very proud of you.
Aw.
It's almost like as he sees the how much the praise means to you, he's like, "You're doing good." It's almost like a fatherly figure.
You're doing good, son.
You're doing good, son. But with that, we will leave it off for next week. We'll be here, same bat time, same bat channel, as my lovely producer likes to say. Let's do a quick little outro. We'll tell you who we are, not where you can find us, because that's not what we do on this channel. If you want to go that, we have our ads here. You can find us. But we're all going to talk to you about a charity that we back, because this is a charity channel and we take that seriously. We'll start off with me again, same way we did last time. We did the intros. So, hi everyone, my name's Satan. Um, and I DM for these people, but I also back the Loveland Foundation. The Loveland Foundation is a therapy fund, specifically for Black women and girls. Um, and they work with organizations like Therapy for Black Girls, National Queer and Trans Therapists of Color Network, Talkspace, and the Open Path Collective to give the recipients of this fund access to comprehensive list of mental health professionals across the country that provide high quality and culturally competent services to them. So every time you donate to this fund, you're donating for a Black woman or girl to get access to free mental health care. And I think mental health care is very important. I've always fought for it, and especially in these times, it's something that we all need to keep an eye on. All links of the charities that we'll be talking about will be in the chat. Thanks to our lovely producer. But with that, we'll go to our guest, Sauce. Who are you?
That is a question I ask myself every morning. Hello, I'm Sauce, and this week I'm going to be backing Child's Play Charity. You can see them at childsplaycharity.org. I've seen firsthand just how important the work they do is. They provide children in hospitals with video games and board games and just various forms of entertainment to help make what can be a traumatizing experience a little bit easier. Uh, that's all I got.
That's all you got. Thank you
That's
so
all I
much
got.
for that. And next it is Jen. Yeah, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I am backing the Bail Project. It is a um, nonprofit organization designed to combat mass incarceration by disrupting the money bail system. They wish to restore the presumption of innocence, reunite families, challenge a system that criminalizes race and poverty. They are working on the mission to create a more just and equitable pre-trial humane system.
Thank you for that. Next, it is our very own sad boy, who's no longer a sad boy.
Not sad. He's actually quite happy.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh,
Aw.
okay. Thanks. Hey everybody, I'm RJ here on the channel, but today I'll be championing the Black Visions Collective, which is a black, trans, and queer-led organization that is committed to dismantling systems of oppression and violence. I'm tired. I don't have a bit this time around.
I
Sorry.
think that's a mood for everyone across the world and the country. It's just tired. But before we get into that, last but certainly not least, our lovely host, lovely producer, lovely player, Sarah.
Hey guys, I am Sarah, your friendly internet hype goblin. Thank you so much for hanging out on my channel with us today. If you haven't caught on by now, we are a charity channel. I don't take any financial income from this channel, so we have donated to many of the charities that we have talked about today. But the channel's charity of choice is the Trevor Project. All of the income that I get from this channel goes to the Trevor Project, and we just donated $120 some odd to the Trevor Project for the month. So that was really fun to do yesterday. Also, fun little announcement for those of you still with us. It sticks to hang around to the end, guys. We are recording audio casts as bonus episodes of this show. The first one will be going live this afternoon, and you will only be able to get those through our Discord. So if you click the link in chat to join our Discord, you get to come listen to those. The first one is me and Satan talking as Lucy and the Lady of Twilight. It's a fun girls' night. You'll enjoy it. Trust me.
And with that, thank you so much, everyone, for watching and hanging out with us as you do every Sunday. We will be back again next Sunday with more sea adventures, undead adventures, more soft fire adventures. And we'll see you then. And make sure to grab food, eat food, drink some water, stay hydrated, take your meds, and tell someone you love them. And with that, we will see you.
Bye.
Bye.